yeah, he said a lot of things about how no, it's not gonna be safe for us to be here, and
Safe, yeah.
yeah, like when you are a strat mate, so because you're a strat mate, me being sitting here with you, it's not gonna be a good idea.
He was initially he was covering his tracks. He was trying to scare you.
Yes, so that we
do you
don't
see
sit.
the type of a person he is? The fact that he would say that when he borrowed money, he didn't think that I was a wretched person. As much as he's lying to people about his profession, he comes around and wants to paint me because stock. I get my bali pay like but So
Hi everyone, welcome to the Safe Space Chats podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. As usual on the Safe Space Chats, I do not go alone. It's a must that I must have somebody next to me. And I'm going to allow the person that is next to me to introduce herself. Hello, my darling.
Hi, Dumelang.
I'm good. How are you, my love?
Thank you.
Introduce yourself to the
Thanks
people.
for
Who
having
are
me.
you?
Hi, I'm JustKetso, known as Ancestral Stylist, aka Dumelang Baloi. Yeah, I'm that. Yes, Bansabang, they know me.
Yeah, where do they usually know you from?
Know me from TikTok. I'm big on TikTok,
Yes.
of course. And
Own it.
And I am that slay gogo. After all, I'm the cutest.
Yes.
And yeah, that's how I go. I do inspirational talks there and here, just basically just getting in touch with my gift that I have, but mostly my fashion, which is my brand, Style Flick Fashion, as you can see.
Of course.
And I'm all about beauty. So, matters, that's who I am. Fashion and a rosified fashion girl.
Yes, and I have to say, Hore, you really are very beautiful in person. I know you're beautiful on TikTok and everything, Mara. I think if you have not seen her in person, you are being deprived. Your eyes are being deprived of this beauty that she is in real life. Thank you so much for agreeing to sit with us today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I've had you for some time on...
Ever.
Yes, because I think we started TikTok around the same time, 2020, 2021 there.
We were the first ones that are here today.
Yeah.
And it just grew so much. I watched you grow, you watched me grow. And it's been a journey.
Yeah.
It's not an easy journey, but it's been exciting.
Yeah.
And seeing you here now and seeing me with you here now just makes it worse.
Mara, here's the thing. Why are we only meeting today? Why today of all days? Because we've had each other for so long.
Because I thought you were having someone I was not happy with. I thought, no, hell no.
So there's somebody that I had on my podcast that you're not happy with?
Yes.
Even why are you... Okay, I don't know whether I should start by why are you not happy or who did I have that you're not happy with? Because I've only had 5 episodes so far.
Well, you had a particular gentleman that you had here. And... I don't know what he goes by. Was this the giant?
Gentle giant. Yes.
I call him gentle liar.
What?
Sorry. But he needs to own that.
Okay.
Yes.
Why are you calling him the gentle liar? Because, if you check the numbers, people are so in love with him. Listen, if you go on my YouTube channel and watch the episode, everybody's in love now. Everybody believes in love all over again. Everybody's like, yo, I want a piece of the gentle giant. Why would you not like the gentle giant?
I don't want... I'm not everybody. And of course, he blocked me. So I didn't even know that he was a gentle giant. I only knew him with the name that was Prof. Whoever. So I really was shocked. And I actually came in. The reason I stitched the video on TikTok was to actually say, no, this thing is going further and he's going to do this to a person I know and I wouldn't want anyone to hurt you. So it was too personal and it was something that I just wanted to make an awareness due to the fact of what he had done to me. Okay. And it was not a personal thing to actually jeopardize his name, but you can't preach something else and then you claim to be something else at the same time. Yes, you're a man and you want to make women feel great. I'm happy with what he does. But when you are hurting another woman and you're going out there portraying a character that is totally different from who you are, I think we've kind of shadow blocked and shadow protected male species in a way that I think it's what you stand for. That's one thing I actually thought why. So when there was... I don't know where to start. Should I start?
Yeah, I want to know, why... How did you get to a point where he blocks you?
Well, there was a time where he had a draft, which with my spiritual eye, I would know he was having it rough. So I had to now come in, and he asked me for some funds and to loan him, and that there was a business transaction that he had with someone. And I was like, okay, what is it? And then I'm like, draft me an email, and then you sign it, and I'll give you so much amount. And he wanted about, it was what, you know, it was a little, but to me it was too much because it was during lockdown and it was 2021, and it was really hard. And for a male to ask a woman that he doesn't know, and mind you,
Because I wanted to find out, how did you guys
I
meet?
met TikTok before it. That's why I'm even coming here for TikTok, social media. But we love TikTok.
Yes.
Trust me, we are here because of TikTok.
And we're getting clients from
And
TikTok.
we're getting clients from TikTok.
Yeah.
And we're getting scammers through TikTok. We're getting bullies. Never mind that. So as we were now talking, now I'm like scrutinizing him, you know, I'm searching him, you know, I'm looking at him, you know, or okay, fine, you want the money, you want help, you want this. Now, how do I come into this? So what so happens is says that he's telling people that it was a business transaction between us. We've never met. I'm sorry, but it's the soul that I am. I happen to know that I knew his partner, the one that he talks about, but
Partner as in the
ex-wife
wife that he was married to.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't know him, but I felt like I knew him because I think it's because I actually had met him in one of my stores.
Okay.
But that's when I was told, hey, Wahopola, this is the person. Okay. But not being Ketso.
Okay, so let me get this right. It happened that at some point he needed financial assistance from you because of whatever that he was going through at that
Then
time in 2011.
He borrowed 10K.
Okay.
He needed 20K that he had a transaction. I don't want to mention the company.
Okay.
Because, of course, period wasn't there in the first place, that dealer thing. And he had to sort out. I didn't even pay attention because now I knew that that type of a company needs a lot of money in order for such transactions. I don't know, it's fine. When you have money, and knowing that, or I kind of know him, and I have ways how to get hold of him. I knew where he worked. And of course I had his names, and I know how to use social media. And I know that, of course, I will spread the word if he like scams me or if he runs away. So I didn't even think it would come to this part.
Okay.
I don't want to come here and say that everybody that owes me should be scared or should think that Hori, I'm going to say their names or whatsoever. But with the gentle giant, I think that Hori, he needs to learn a lesson. And I am telling him right now that he has a problem, which if he doesn't realize, Hori, I sort it out. Because he took time to pay me.
Okay.
It's not about the fact that Hori, I have money or he has money.
Okay.
The manner in which I begged him, I have proof.
Yeah.
I could have bought receipts, but I'm not that petty. He knows. Come this time when I saw him at your podcast, I saw him actually on Instagram. I went and then I said, hey, no, my mouth don't close. I spoke.
I'm a babe. Yes, I remember seeing, and I screenshotted that and I sent it to you. I'm like, yeah, babe, what's going on? But what I want you to take people through so that at least even tomorrow they will be, you know, eyes wide open when they, you know, they see something like this or something similar to this, is that I want you to take us through. Okay, after he said that he needed you to borrow him 10K because he actually needed 20K, but you could only give him 10, right? Am I getting you right?
He said he had 10K, and then
Okay.
I should bring out 10K.
So this was not a business deal between the two of
It
you.
wasn't a business deal. He made it a business deal so that he can make me excited, so that I can able to feel that there's funds that are coming in.
Yes.
And he told me that should he make anything, he would give me. I said, I don't want to be involved in that.
Okay.
I've got a lot on my plate. If the so-called the business goes through very well, you can always just compensate me with interest. It's fine. I don't need to be involved. I don't want to get into this. I've got a lot on my plate. And I was like, please, got a draft that, and he drafted it. And I was like,
So you do have a letter
I
from
do have
him.
a letter from him that he signed.
Okay.
You need to do these things, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't borrow people money and then you don't have proof, because at the end of the day, it's gonna backfire.
Okay.
Because I know Nahore what money does. Money Then he still. It took time. It was not that much, but it's much.
No, it's a lot of money. That's
For
somebody's
someone
salary,
that-
actually.
You understand what I mean? But it's an insult to come out and speak about this and honna and then come out and say, oh, Prof. Moraba did so and so. And Karabo knowingly very well that what type of a person he is, coming out on social media, speaking about love, preaching all that, forgetting that one day this will happen. And maybe people are thinking, I am loyal. I am loyal because No, it's karma. Because
Yeah.
at this point in time, Kanakwe, where he's supposed to flourish, it had to come to this.
Yeah.
And he blocked me. You know what hurts me? Blocked me.
I want to understand that part to say, Hore, after what happened to the business deal for you to get to a
The
point?
business deal didn't go. Of course, he blocked me.
Because it was not your
It was
business.
not my business.
Yeah, when you were just borrowing him money. Did you give him like terms to say by this time he should bring the money back?
And then I did. We were talking because we were, of course, he was also having family issues. So as Motoa, I could call it medium sangoma. I would also touch base with my spirituality, my opinion, giving him my opinions on life and trying, because I see that he was going through a lot, and I was willing to be there, but not into a sense of people probably are thinking, or no, was a relationship. No, there was never a business that I went to, offices or anyone we met. There was nothing of that sort. There wasn't. So now I was just a woman who went and helped the guy in the name of what? Let's help each other. It was tough times. Maybe he needed it. Maybe.
And you had known him long enough, like even if it's not, I mean, we've known each other virtually for a long time.
For a long time.
And when we met, we're like sisters.
Amen.
So you had known him long enough for you to can trust him enough.
He's done things also that he would help in a sense. Not financially, it was not that financial relationship. But when he started asking me for money, it kind of made me off. And I was like, now how I'm going to break this out, because now it's going to be a prolonging thing. And he was talking about, personal life and in terms of that. But he has a very close heart to his child. And he seems to use that a lot to a lot of people, a lot of ladies. And him, come this time, 2022, he paid me 5K. Okay. Can't pay the rest. He's like, I literally every month, every year, even when what I sent you, I was like, I begged him, like,
So after him paying the first 5K, and then how do you get to him now blocking you without paying the rest?
He said he had problems. So meaning that he had problems. He would pay it in his own time. I'll pay it when I have it.
So in the meantime, he must block you until he has it, then it's going to pay you.
I'll pay it when I have it. What do you say when you tell someone you've helped them and I'll pay it in my own time? I don't have it now. When I have it, I'll pay you.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. Then I kept on, of course, I had time. It was lockdown. I'd call. I remember, hey, my brother paid me.
Yes.
Hey, I want my money. And then I love my money. So I needed it. And I know to say, business thing, but you understand? We are here for Gachalet. So people must know me coming here is to say that I'm here to Motreba, because it's like he's doing it. He has been doing it, and there's people who came out because, of course, he came out he's a public figure, of course, like us. When you come out, there's opinions. We stitch videos on TikTok. Clearly, I had to say what I needed to say. So now, me coming here, I had to say, okay, fine, let me come out and say what I needed to say so that I can able to but truth be told, we're having a problem here. We're having a crisis.
Yes.
Yeah. And he needs help.
Okay. I was saying the other day that I feel like the people that we deal with, especially us women, we're very vulnerable. If you see people who have women following them, women are very vulnerable. They are heartbroken, some of them. Some of them, they're suckers for love. Like if you watch the episode that I did with a gentle giant, we're talking about how I need to be a marshmallow. If you check the comments, it's all about marshmallow with things. People are believing in love again and they're feeling love. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like that is a very dangerous thing, because if somebody like him, authentic as he seems, can actually come forth and say, listen, because everybody now, when you check the comments, they don't want somebody like him, they want him. And then there's a Ketso now who's coming out and saying, listen, somebody like him, and as much as with you it was not a romantic thing, But you can easily be manipulated in any way by somebody who's got that smooth tongue and be able to help them in whichever way possible. And also, just to mention, I did go through the comment sections of the video that you stitched. I saw a couple of people who were also saying, listen, I have my own story. This guy, I have a history with him. This guy owes me. This guy did this. And when you look at the people who are making this allegations as well, there are people who are like, they look like women who did well for themselves. And I do agree with you in a sense that when you say that we need to make people aware of these things, it is a thing, we need to speak about it.
We need to speak about it because in most cases, that's what I said on my stitching on your video. I said, we are married, we are dating, we are around people that are narcissists, people that are not, like, in a sense of men that are manipulative. The fact of a lot of people came out. When you are a gentle giant, clearly it's like he uses that gentleness of his to manipulate because it's how he preyed on me and it's how he came on, and knowingly very well, like with the women that I've seen that he is really going after, they're beautiful, successful. And shockingly that, yes, him paying me, and funny, he paid me the balance.
When?
Yesterday.
Thank you to the episode.
Thank you.
I want my share, Mama. I want my share.
He paid me. But why did it have to come out he has to pay me at a peak? And why to save the peace so that we don't end up here. Now, it's not exposing you. It's a matter of saying, why would you do that? And even if you are a gentle giant, how many are they that you've done worse? There's a guy, who raped somebody and it's an ongoing case that's running around right now. It's someone that you wouldn't think. Then stories came out, no, he's done this to me. So we need to protect and keep quiet and say, okay, fine, give me protect. Tomorrow when he has done something worse, and then people are like, why didn't you speak? I'd feel guilty. Well, I didn't want to get the clout because of Hori. Yeah, he was here, so now must be here. No, hell no. Because you, my friend, I knew you before. And then you gave me the opportunity to Kibuwe. So we are here to speak about Hori, what happened. But him owing me and taking so long, he manipulated me, and his manipulation, using that soft tongue, softness, but he's soft. Softness, I iskaba soft for the bank account in Zaron. He can love, they can want him. Yeah. I have been in a relationship for 20 years. I've given love in tough situations in my marriage. Make no mistake, I'm still there, but if something doesn't feel right, you need to speak up. I spoke out at a time where I didn't think it would go this far. To really shake him, but I knew really very well that I was afraid of people always doing such things. I'm actually a culprit of such. There's a lot that I'm going through trauma due to people who hurt me and me give them. I'm a fashion person. I do a lot of love. I give out, but I don't get the same love. People think that we live a wow life or we get it all, or people like, I felt he used that and it was time, and I spoke out, and I spoke out at a time whereby I was hurting, and this thing got to get on going. The hand that gives never receives. And why is he always going after ladies? And why for him to answer me that way and tell me, I'll give you, and I'll give you in my own time. I'll pay you.
The arrogance.
The arrogance are high. That he has a temper also. So at one stage, I had to actually have to ask someone, okay, man to man, because I could not get, like, it was 2020. 2021, 2022, guys, it was a tough year for self-employed people.
Yeah.
And not because I'm using that as working. Why? So that was the story. We had no relations. It was helping someone. Why are people going on TikTok helping strangers? I was the same person. But then now, in my case, I borrowed the person the money. It was a loan. There's a contract of agreement.
That he didn't honor.
He didn't honor that. It's not that like we were talking. I get it. We have relationships. I have clients. We build relationships with people. You know, gore motho o jwang. And you can't just go and give someone who's someone saving. Mara, we do give people and bless them that we don't know at times because we say don't pay me because you know very well that person can't afford. He is.
For your own information, Gitzo, and for the sake of the people who are watching, I actually did reach out to the gentle giant. Actually, he saw your video and he took a picture and he sent it to me and he said, about that lady, you know. So in passing somewhere, somehow he had mentioned that, you know, we should be aware of social media because there are people who will literally just want to go crazy on you after business deals don't go right? It's something that didn't really click my mind or this thing is actually going to follow, you know, afterwards. But he did mention something about a lady that he had to block because that lady was now going crazy on him because he of a business deal that didn't work out. So when he sent me that screenshot, I said to him that, yes, I did reach out to Gitzo, and Gitzo is going to come to the podcast, right? And she's going to share her side of the story because I would hate for you to go share your story with somebody else and make it seem as if I didn't give you an opportunity to speak, meaning that I'm covering up for whatever shame that he's bringing, right? Because everybody's allowed to say whatever they want to say. Anybody can come and sit on this couch where you seated, right? And I did give him an opportunity, right, of reply, and I said he must come and join you here and we will have this conversation and see who's owing who, because if this one is saying this one is lying and this one is saying she has proof, everybody says they have proof, but nobody wants to present the proof, right? Of which now you sent me a screenshot. Yeah, he said a lot of things about how, no, it's not going to be safe for us to be here. And
Safe, yeah.
Yeah, like when you are a strat mate. So because you're a strat mate, me being sitting here with you, it's
Also,
not going to be a good idea.
He was initially he was covering his tracks. He was trying to scare you.
Yes, so that we don't
see
sit.
the type of a person he is. The fact that he would say that when he borrowed money, he didn't think that I was a wretched person. As much as Zana, he's lying to people about his profession. He comes around and wants to paint me because nake mujadi stock. I get my bali pay like batla cheltak. So the fact that he's telling you, he told you that so that you can cover his tracks, and then he comes and tells you that or be scared of Ketso. Are you not, Madam Speaker? When can you not handle me? Or
But ar puma silwe, ar roll again. So no, I advised him to say, listen, rather go the legal route. Because remember, the legal route is that thing, Yahori. If you are lying about him, of which he didn't even have to pay to cover anything, because if you are lying, obviously you must keep paying. He must keep paying you all the time for you to cover the tracks, right?
Yes.
I advised him that he must go the legal route or come here. So he opted for going the legal route.
He must go to his legal route, Vele. He will pay for those fees by himself and he will pay mines also at the same time, because you won't be wasting my time for 10K anale professional right, and the fact that he knows that he's at risk due to his work. So as Katlompota coming here, the fact what I love is that he went and told you before, and he didn't even specify what Ketso. Knowing Ketso was very well known. For JustKetso, if you had known, not pay Ketso.
Yes.
Now he knew. I want to when narcissist. I want someone who's why would he do that?
Ramos, we are in danger, Mos. If in hospitals we're being treated by people who are not okay.
Exactly. We are
we
busy
going to
there.
be okay?
Hi. Can you see what a person who covers what do they call such people? But Valoring, they know very well. He knew when you'd be soft on him, but he failed you because you didn't see that when you're concentrating on that. When you didn't care because when you want him to come to the podcast so that you can talk. He's a gentle lover.
But I was in love. Wait, Mara, you are breaking my heart right now.
Wait, when I you were supposed to be probably
wait, working one you never baruki sayano.
Now can
Yo, wanna know nekito patela dikoloto. Wait, guys, nakale trauma, wait. Yeah, financial abuse.
My dear.
So another one was coming.
Was coming. Yo. So now block. I want to quality the chance. Quality a lot of people. I'm sorry, y'all.
As Kissy, your hearts must be broken, but they will be safe at the end of the day, because you know what? If these things are not spoken, then that means a lot of you are gonna fall for it.
Exactly.
Like, listen, people are in love. Go check the comments.
Hakidi shebi.
Why was it shabby, girl?
ke tlo sheba dinto bana ba batho ba tlo kgamoa ba tlo jela ditšhelete re tlamele jone go kolokele re bone rest in peace
Yo,
because of somebody took somebody's ntho ya banna. Men are silly. Men are silly these days, and I don't have a problem with men. I mean, you know, now my content is not about men. That is your department,
Yes,
and you are
girl.
handling it
Yes, girl.
very well.
Yes.
So when I need to heal, I just go to your page and just absorb. So I that's your platform.
Mara ke ne ke sa re ke ba marshmallow, wa itse.
No, jup.
Wa itse gore ne ke sa re ke marshmallow ke re I'm believing in love. I'm in love.
When you're gonna be the first one, the gentle one.
Sure.
But now, no, honey, don't stay away.
Yo.
Yes.
Far away.
Phela no tlo reka grocery wena phela. O khutlele hape mathateng ale. I'm walking away. And you know why? Because karma is God. Karma is God.
So how did he happen to now unblock you?
Hey, he must betal phela.
Eh.
He must pay.
Eh.
O tlile re he must betal.
A reng how unblock her since after 2 years
After
bathong ba
2 years,
modimo?
kare hey block e hape. Gotta send me your account, please.
What did he say when he unblocked you?
Sir, I apologize for what I've done to you, and now you're tarnishing me. Kare tarnishing. Kare the day you blocked me, you didn't think of tarnish. Now that you're seeing that now when I get now I'm paying myself back. I get that 5K, I won't get it. Might as well. I'm not even tarnishing it. Ke batla word in it about you because vele I can see with the eye that I have of my closet.
Yes.
That for vele when you are a case of a snitch.
Sure.
So please get
And then after house no unblocker, I apologize.
I send me the account numbers. God, which account numbers? God, no, don't send me anything. I don't want anything because I want actually I didn't even say interest. He knows that what he was supposed to do. Vele uncompensate. The fact that he hurt me. Hantle emotionally, physically, psychologically, I couldn't work. I was traumatized. I was thinking even he will come back for me because I had really told him off. And he was also like so harsh. So
He was harsh. That gentle giant. Maka wena. Because no mujwetsa ditaba.
And about no, you can say whatever you say. But yesterday,
He was humble. Gentle giant.
No humble because I didn't hear his voice because he was typing.
Oh,
so I
okay.
didn't even let him speak to me. And I was driving, and I don't drive and text.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nampile wena how respond wareng babe.
God, I don't want. I've got nothing to do with you. You failed to answer me 2 years ago. Why are you answering me now? Why now? Or because of when I was marshmallow. No, he didn't. He said, okay, fine. After a few hours, that
He
time,
even has your banking details.
yes, thank you. And that time I said, do not put that money in that account. That's my
Yo.
I told even I had been speaking to his family, and the family said they will come and I was lowering myself. Get okay, fine, just for the sake of peace. Even the family felt, why did he send? Like the sister-in-law and the ex-wife came out and say, please
Tell the ex-wife, when our ex-wife here, gentle giant, please come here to the podcast. I want to have a chat with you, my love. I love you, ne? Mwah.
Mwah.
Okay, you were saying?
I was like, she came, it's like, what's it king? I know that person's my person, so. And when you are Karaba, you're very lucky to have that woman because she was really nice. And I know her personally. It's not like I knew her because
So also
of
got
this.
so much, my sister. You suffered so much to get your money, and you know his family.
Exactly.
Mutho tla Limpopo, Madam Speaker, to come and get you your money.
Guys, what's that when I saw a number plate? I'm like, this woman is really from Limpopo. Honestly, not GP. Like, this woman came to fight my battles.
Yes.
Oh, because I mean, talk out, honey. I got it. Get taught. But I had to fight.
Just
one
you knowing
stitch.
his family and then trying to do the family meeting.
Yes, Karakibafa until 9 p.m., which was on the day that he had paid. But then now, when they were about to speak to him, and then they were speaking to the mother, and the mother was like, whatever. And then now he went and jumped the gun. He went and now decided to do what he wanted to do. Kore clearly saying, okay, kids, so I'm not even going to try to compensate. Kore kids, let me heal in my own time. Even if you send the money, you have the money right now. Don't send it by force. We send it like Tata, me. So I must just say, okay, fine. Oh, I receive. I don't want to receive it that way. I wanted an apology. I'm a
Yes.
big girl.
Yes.
And they disrespect na, and I move with the mighty. You need to respect me, whether you think wretched or whether you think you thought what. Because one tseba vele hore ke jwang, I'm bold and I stand my ground. So he fell on disrespect and I don't like that. That's why I went crazy. And na vele on disrespect it looks like ke nice but don't push me. You understand? Do you understand? I want to go shebile jwang. A utlwa le nna wa tshoga.
Not yet.
Not yet, my baby.
Like,
no, my chummy, no, you're not.
a re fetsa mo o tlo nkadima how much?
Hey, ha ke na yone. Hey, ho be.
Sure.
Ho be. But don't worry, my friend. Ke tla o tla apara diaparo.
Ne, thank you so much, guys. She made this dress for me, by the way. Lampona hore ke jwang, I'm so beautiful. I appreciate you making this dress for me because, listen, you work very hard for your money.
I
And there are
do.
so many women out there who are working
do.
very hard for
I
their
do.
money.
It's not easy to push, every day doing content and every day trying to tell people, like, advertise your work. People are like, hey, get on now, sangoma, clothing. I've been doing clothing for 15 years. I travel and I make my own clothes. And, inspiringly, like, I loved your clothes. I was like, "Ish, you know what? I wish this woman can work with me, because I want to work with her. And, finally, you didn't know that. And I was like, why? Why? She doesn't want to come through. I'm like, you know what? Finally, today you are here wearing Style Flick Fashion.
Style Flick Fashion.
And what's the
All thanks to Prof Maraba. Prof Muraba.
Ha! The gentle giant.
Guys, this is a serious matter, by the way. I know we're laughing and everything, but it's a very serious matter.
No, but it truly, but we still need to laugh.
Yeah.
But he brought us here. It's not about that, Tori. Hey, we are here getting up against him. We need to help him and still, like, stop it. And then he must, you know what? Gotta change. You are a very nice guy. You deserve to preach and you deserve to be that type of a man that we would really want to see the other men. The way Uprishang, I don't really know much of his content because he blockile everywhere.
To just unblock her. I agree, you don't owe her anymore.
Hey, mara ke batla interest yak.
Ha, wena le wena o tlo ba machoniso mongwe yanong.
And re mo tere tshwanise ke business.
Okay. E re ke ska o judge he.
A ska judge ne. Mara ho salang e botlhoko man e tla ile jwale. O tlo re khale e tlile ka di tip, man, thodi tip.
Aya tla le apology nyana.
E tlile vela e lahlela fela jwalo.
Yo, I know this is sad. I feel like the one thing that we need to really emphasize on is the danger of social media. Like, this is one thing that almost in all the episodes that we have, we always touch on social media because we are social media people. We are out there. We are exposing ourselves. What are we exposing ourselves to? And also, Mutwelungori, he's a crook. He's a killer. He's a molester. Is a written molester here now, or do they come close? How do we tell apart? Because right now, like, I don't want to lie, guys. Like, you saw the episode. You saw how sold I was. I believe everybody was sold.
Everybody
the
has to
danger.
be
Like,
sold.
let's talk about the danger.
The dangers of social media, ladies and gentlemen. It could be anyone. We have people that create content using our faces and go out there and sell themselves, and they really make it, some of them. The dangers, this is one of the dangers of meeting someone you really don't know. And also, people are very good with their tongue. And once you believe everything, not to say don't believe everything on social media, but you need to be very careful, young girls. And Uruna women these days, I think we have vulnerability because we are hurting. I think in the spirit of everything, we are needing love. We are calling out on love. And I don't think there's actually that perfection. But we need to really know there are people who have a facade. They have that, you won't know hore motho jwang. And this man, to me, as an example, he was someone that I did not think. Thinking this person deals with patience, he's humble, he's a person that can save, he saves people's lives. He literally does. When you're a person who's a nurse or anything, even if you're not a doctor, but you're a nurse or you're a potter, you would do extras because you are there to help people. You serve as a god, you serve as a healer, you serve as a you do everything. What I'm trying to say is that you wouldn't have thought that Prof was like that. You would think motho a apere overall tsela tsa kenyang le di ba di bitsang tsela tsa Matthew. Kidding. what do you call those uniforms?
I
Someone that's a
forgot
blue.
them. What do they
How
call them?
ntomo bona mola di-warding, a bua bona hore what's it king? If I have cancer, I'm healed. If I have got any pains of my heart, I'm healed. If he pushes me to that scan, I'm healed. Then basadi, we are vulnerable. Honestly, we are needing love. I know that love is needed. Women are meant to be sensitive, guys, and women are vulnerable. Women, they absorb easily, and then Rona, we get so taken. And a man these days, it's funny. Banna, they are just 666. You know, my 666. Banna man, banna le that thing for especially this time. Hona le banna ba kareng ba lazy. And banna bao ba batla ho etsetswa. And wa mo rata motho, and then motho. I'm having a lot of clients, and I've had experiences also. You know, Gary, we can't be blessers. And then, you know, it's king. Monna o tla o rata hore le maunto. Just hore wena fela hore mo kenyetse di-tire. Hore fela hore wena hore baby nkadime wins. Once monna re nkadime eng, o tsebe hore monno ha e sa hlotse tlo ba ntho eo. So stay away from that. It's a red flag. Right now with social media, be careful. Be careful hore ha o bona motho or o bona motho a le nice. Give yourself time. You know, love yourself first, then love him after. And actually love.
So you can't agree with the gentle giant in a way.
No, I want to take it more. Yaori men, like what he said. I said women love what we love. People who don't love us.
We love men more than men love us.
Exactly. Yeah, now he loves women with money. Because yeah, now ya high ibatla we spar. Ours must be the one rona refayena. Mino rona we need. I don't understand why.
So he's no. So this thing is so confusing.
What yes, women want to be loved. Now I'm coming here telling him, when you love the bank account?
Yo, not the woman.
Not the woman.
So you are no better.
No, you are just the same, because clearly, if now I've spoken and other people are coming in, then we can say, I don't understand what is it that you preach. Preach something, and if ever, I always say that, even if you speak about someone, you should have actually let his partner and him come in. What was the mistakes and the experiences they had? Because once you're a gentle giant, you still would remain married. And
Yeah,
you'll still be.
Because he seemed to be taking a lot of accountability on that episode, you know, about the part that he contributed to the marriage not working
He
out.
talks about it, and he says, and he loved his wife, as you know, he still, you know, and he speaks about it. Even Linda, he kept on speaking about her, and I kept on listening to my because like I'm meant to mamela, I'm a person who mamela pen. I listen, so I cannot have. I wasn't anyway in a nane kinahane fela profit yaka kinahanetse fela hore la hey le hore fela hore ke wa bona ke doctor. Ke doctor.
O tshepile ebile the profession or I know this one.
I wanted to ask something. You know, nna ke rata ho botsa di-questions. So I also said, hey, ke ipotsetse my brother, ke tla save a consultation. I would not go to a GP. Abuti ke yo tla re
O tlo tla ngwalla sick note.
I wanna mo ke re I'm not coming to work. O bona chomi ya ka.
Auntie, it's a one way.
Ang kopa 10 ka re jo. Lona ba nchebileng here ke re ba nkolota, those who are owing me, I'm not saying don't pay me, I won't expose you, but I'm just telling you that let's just be kind to each other.
Yeah, and let's pay each other.
And like I say, but I give credit, don't worry.
Mara, the one thing that is discouraging me right now, wait when o tsamaya le gang, like you have your gang, your underground gang.
Yes.
Rona, we don't even have underground gang.
There's no
Mara,
way
he scammed you, girl.
No, nugget una sang scam.
Oh, okay.
Kisamale underground gang ne. Indeed. You know, in the process of underground gang, you know what happens? There are phases in life
okay.
where there is where you have to go through. We people who are underground gang, we also go through things. We go through things.
I think
that
that's a very
other
big
people,
lesson you are teaching
and
us.
That the fact that I saw through him, but I wanted to give him a lesson that when you disrespected my gift, that the fact that but whatever that happened today, what happened when I saw his what do you call it? God, this is where you must see my underground gang, how strong they are. Because my underground gang now stood up and said, we're going to hold him where ka borogo. Mo ana nagana gore he was going to grow. Now his career. Now where he's at, he has to now answer to the world, to everyone else. Because we are the world. Because you're sitting in you were at Madam Speaker's podcast. Now Ketso is here.
Yeah.
And I am here to say
he didn't think.
he didn't think.
Thought, yeah.
So now I'm telling him that I had underground and why didn't I sniff for kashapa di mama tabo kare kare. I don't go to Ndumba to get answers.
Yeah.
I let God to deal with it accordingly.
Sure.
And then I also believe that Muriana would not solve my situations every day. I said, Kama will deal with you in the right time. Now we say that and call your name. And we don't do that. That's how I was taught. That's how I know. You don't call people's names Gondumbing. Once you do call them, you must know that person only in that space. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous space. So what do? I say, God, dealing with him. I cannot do this because now he's held me because of who I am, lawyer. Because we have a problem as Sangomas, people will lose even friends, we lose even relationships because people fear us because everything Kimrian. If I'm sitting with you here, how 10 I'm gonna put something in we no longer even have friends. To be honest, I'm having that problem already. I'm no longer looked at kids or if I sell you this dress, will you buy it? So Karabo took the advantage. I don't know. She will be scared because of who she is, and people are gonna question her. He planned this thing. He knew that already. She will be scared, and people start saying you owing me. She's gonna drop.
Sure.
And I really, it was at that point whereby I thought, okay, if I speak up, people are gonna think, this girl, she's like this, she's rich, she's got this, she comes off here with her brands and whatsoever, with her little clothes, and do melang baloi whatsoever. No, we go through certain things.
Yeah,
That's why I
human.
preach who is human who flop. There'll be trauma, like there'll be energies where you flop if you don't pass and pray a lot, where you don't connect with your spirituality properly. There's things that will you will know if you not everything is smooth in life. If everything is smooth, I must see everyone who all like it's all like you clever, all like that's not life. Hence God gave us 5 hands and they're all in different sizes. If all these fingers had to be the same size, life wouldn't be exciting. If I have to read through everybody's life, I wouldn't have kilulele batho. My mom would say, "Uskasha baba too deep. Don't look into people deep. I will lose about because wababonela." I've lost friends before Kitwaza because I used to see through them. And I would say something until that thing, it was what happened. When they go and consult, but no, wow, lawyer. And they don't tell the person who has that girl she's got a gift. So be careful. She saw you. Oh, lawyer. I get about that chalet. Utlo mupatala or haram sharp, haram attack. Nalina not knowing that I had a gift. Kibu to Kantivel is what's going on. Kiruena koso. It's a hal. So Prof knew very well that I was gonna give vulnerable. I would be scared to speak because now I'll lose clients, I will lose connections, and that would.
And also it's like you are attacking him Ali sweet and gentle.
Ali sweet and gentle. If a person says I'm a sweet person, like no, we are police station monna wa shapa. Haba fitla mola baru sweet and he sings romantic songs. But or rich ha fitla wa bribe batho. Kone when also hlanya baru ya hlanya. Hi lo ya une drama because that's what we go through as women when we go and report cases. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He really, to be honest, that man used that to harm me. And I thought if I go out there and I become famous for this thing I'm saying, or people look at me, I lose. Let it be. I'm a content creator. I'm a speaker. Had as limited.
Yeah.
So he paid me. But he paid me at a time when I didn't need the money because I'm overly blessed. My underground gang gives me.
Yes.
But that money that he paid me.
Why now?
So that's the only thing. And I didn't want him to scam you. And I didn't want him to scam you because I knew.
And all the other people who are now watching that episode and are now going to be following him.
No, problem. I am a gentle liar. And please. So that low sign adds over what's that data low phone la moto. Wait na going at times clothes are not being bought. It's quiet. Herbs this rich glow which, I do also skin stuff. He gets it that now I touch anything
work
that pushes, I
hard.
push because I don't know what tomorrow holds. Then now gets it so as he even knew my personal life and he preyed on that.
You're somebody that you shared some intimate information with
And he
about your
knew,
struggles.
to be honest, he knew that time where I was going through a lot and that I had no male figure or somebody kampuelang. And it's what always the case. Once guys, do not open up about your relationships to a partner or anyone of a male, or because they know they will use that masculinity on you because they will know who you have no one to. This man had tricks. Like he came and told you, or there's a woman, I did a business with them, and then be careful. You know what? It flopped. He could have just sat down. What wait again? I flopped. Like I messed up. This girl, you know her. Then let's sit down.
Maybe you should have sorted that out first before coming to the podcast.
I think so. But now, as much as he disrespected my underground gang, I always say that, Horing, we move in accordance. The time he didn't think that now I was waiting, because I know, now they tell me, relax, we'll cover. We fake. We are fake sangomas. We carry these weaves. But they don't know how rona busiu habata ba robetse rona ra khumama. Then I told them, your time will come. And at a time where he has to be, that the growth in his career and in the content and in his business. This is business also for him. And knowing that he's struggling, already it seems as if like that or was struggling because why
borrow 10,000?
We're not saying at the hospitals they pay people that much, but I didn't judge him.
Yes.
Because people go through hell. I bet you even my partner has friends, women that he does business with. They bring food in they I respect them. I keep putting things because always a pela lebat. Linna Loaka, he's not worried or how or I like. And that or hey law, she deals with men. Even if he doesn't like it, he knows what I won't go to a woman, can I leave my man? So he Karabo played on, like he knew. Lena Kira was doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Minty, I'm not feeling okay. My friend this and that. What's thinking? Lena, Mariana hang console.
Una kopile kwa.
Kopile kwa. Have it again, Jono Nana or National. I'm okay. So, what's up? Women must stay away from social media, man. Rather meet a man on the street.
Sure.
Rather, and don't confine everything because the exact same person will insult you with what you told him and use that against you. I made a mistake by borrowing him money without fully knowing him. But I will never apologize for being a giver. And I was once famous for being a blesser. I was once, somebody told my partner, I'm a blesser. Because now there were people who weren't successful, who were males in my life. And they were with me at that time currently. That's how I am. When you're with me, you glow. You need to be like me. And I had men, I work well with them. I was told, my close best friend went to tell my husband and said that she's a blesser. That guy has a car because of who? Her. That guy said, told his wife even said it, my husband is who he is because of your wife. Because I told him, drive, you have money, drive, buy this, do this, ABC. Yes, even if I had fling, I wouldn't lie. But nobody's going to judge me to say, I'm human, but I respected 20 years, yes, that nigga is still with me. But it's the same thing what I want, the moral of the story, people destroy people's lives intentionally. And repela le batho ba lo reng batla ka bo fake.
Yeah.
Skabo karabo.
And they seem so authentic.
Authentic. We are backstabbed by people we love. And we keep on forgiving. As much as karabo ne ke mo forgive, at the same time, I hate the fact that what is he capable of? He keeps on running after women. And this thing, with my spiritual fake, but which means that's how much I love you. I had to come in and say, Joe Pesi. Once I went on, I just commented. I was scared. Hey, Madam Speaker, me utlong kwatela hore ke senya ntho tsa hae, wa
I
itse
can
keng?
never.
Ke re, mara, you know what? I spoke. Whoever thinks whatever, this man, I need this money.
I'm a big fan of owning your truth. I stand for the truth. I will never stand with you if you are going to have to, like, covering up is a lot of work, Ketone. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to be in the business of covering up for people. Nah, first of all, my life is on a pedestal. The parts of my life that I display, I'm not a liar. And I don't expect to be covering up for other people. So if you come forth and you say you need to share your story, I am not going to cover up for other people simply because I'm trying to cover their brands. Now my brand is authentic, it's transparent. And that's why I said even to Karabo to say, if your brand, Gentle Giant, is authentic and it's transparent, you can come to the podcast and say the same thing that you are saying, to say, this lady wants to tarnish my name. I am not owing her. It's a business deal that went wrong. So the fact that he's not here, it shows who is lying then.
If I wanted to tarnish his name, why did I give him my money in the first place? Why did I help him? Why would I go through that route of not knowing a male? Because everyone right now thinks, oh no, beba chola.
Yeah.
Or beba funana. Yeah, if baby's if being funana, I'm at risk of Utsi. I have got baby dead. I get lo bua ntho tse so if vele we funana, there'll be proof. What I keep telling Ari Bona what we were doing. She's hurting because I didn't love her back. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
And then now I gave me I gave up all. But how once you start giving someone you love in a relationship that's a male money, it's already a red flag. If I gave him that way, this man that money, he will never would have looked at me as a woman that much. I think he would have looked at me as a saver. Hori, I'm always going to provide, and he will never. I believe that truly speaking, these days, men, you either come with something or you don't come with something. 50-50 nowadays. Back in the days, no. But as women are stronger nowadays, we are really sole providers. Actually, women do a lot in the house. You end up seeing what I'm doing the most.
Yeah.
So what I will say in like
In a
covering up
nutshell,
everything
yeah.
in a nutshell. Be careful of sweet talkers.
Phew.
Be careful of chubby babies who come on social platforms. I'm not saying hate everyone on Wetiking. I still feel sorry for the genuine guys. But I think men now know we are vulnerable, we are forgivers and forgetters.
And we are hard workers.
Hard workers. Then these days we are really women are hard workers. Do not get into people's DMs and start preaching lies and stop asking for money. Basading babatu. Obabona TikTok. Banana
pridey
le
guy,
lona.
hle.
Yes, banana le lona. Monna nka so rate, a man will never value you if you always do so much. And yet you think what he wants to see you independent. He will never see you independent. He will see you as a what? As a bank balance.
Yeah, as
Make
a cash
them,
cow.
yeah. Sebeletsa tšhelete, work for your money and ube tough. How fitla tšhelete tsao, hide your money. Tell him, my friend, no. Hide what you have, even if you have to hide it until my mother hid her money till today, papa. It was like that because once they see you, he will never say, okay, she has. She has. So if the problem was that I keep on stressing this thing, even the underground gang saying that manipulation, betrayal, betrayal in this century, betrayal in this time zone right now, betrayal, men are now lazy because we women, we are fast thinkers. We are more, we can handle everything, but there comes a full stop where you say, I can't. You understand? So Karabo did what he did. It's enough. You paid me. It took only a few hours. But when it's now taking you forever to fix your name, you need to fix it.
Yeah.
Go out there and fix it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yo, guys, with that being said, thank you so much. I think I'm going to go back from being a marshmallow to being a Bogoto now because it seems like this marshmallowing thing does not work. And I really appreciate you guys for being here and sharing your story with us because I really do feel like in as much as for me personally, it's not even about just Karabo. It's about all other men out there who are, double two-faced, you know. And for women to be really, really careful to say every red flag that you see, a red flag is a red flag. And be careful of people who will speak things and not preach things and not practice what they're preaching. And I would also still love to emphasize the fact that there are so many good men out there. Trust and believe. So many good men out there. But in the process of you trying to find that good man, you don't have to overcompromise yourself. You don't have to be delusional and believe things when you can see black and white. Because what Ketso is sharing today, it doesn't even need anybody to be that in denial. You can, I know in the comment section it's going to be going down. There are going to be two teams. The other one is going to be doing whatever. The other one is going to be doing whatever. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours. You decide what you want to do with this information, whether you want to be extra careful going forward or you want to believe that, this is an international beta content podcast. You're more than welcome to think that. It's okay. We move. And I want to thank you so much for joining us. In closing, what do you have to say?
In closing, what I have to say is wafa wafa. Ntombazane. Wafa wafa.
Yeah.
Karabo. I don't have any beef against you. I don't have anything. The gangster that I am is sitting here right now.
Peacefully.
And this will never ever be spoken again until we're uhila from whatever that you're going through. I just want people to be careful of smooth talkers. Karabo, you've made us aware in a sense that we never thought we'll use you as an example. You have a lovely family. He's got a lovely family. He's got a lovely support. And I don't want to go deeper. And I'm also not here to go famous but we need to face facts. Sorry, when they're wrong and you wanted us to talk about it. So we are here because already I commented. So whoever says the two groups that's going to be commenting down below, comment and you can comment. You have the right to comment. But think about it. What would you have done if you had to be asked by the gentle lover or liar? Iman, you would give him as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because he was gentle.
Oh, man, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you being here.
Dearly.
I love you so much more. Tokos.
Which one?
All right. With that being said, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Mwah.